Hi, Gloria. I see you are there. We give it a little time for everybody to get in. Um, Thanks for joining, by the way. Um, Thank you. Andrew. Hello, Andrew. How are you? Um, and Mark. It's good to see you again. I used to work with Mark in Mozambique years ago. Thanks very much for joining. I'm just gonna wait for a few minutes, minute or two for others to join. Then we can start. Ernst, I haven't seen you for a long time, but welcome. Thanks very much for joining as well. Yo, it's nice to see the old people back here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is to start. I'll just introduce myself, and I don't want to waste everybody's time. And for those that don't know me, I'm Charlie, and I've been in the game about 40 years, and I've been working in South Africa, and after South Africa it was Botswana, and then Mozambique, and then all over the Africa, and then now lately I'm working in Ireland on mines and pharmaceutical buildings and things. So been around the globe, and and yeah, so far. So it looks like these are the people. If the others join in a bit later, um, I can just summarize quickly and see if I can bring them up to date. So what I want to show you today is to sometimes you get um, a project where you have CAD drawings and DXF drawings and also PDF drawings, and you need to measure these things together in a platform, or you jump from one platform to the other, or uh, you know, have to use different software for different types of drawings and so and software that you have. Hello, Alton. Welcome. And so so I'm basically just going to show you quickly what I've then created after um, all the 40 years that I've been into quantity surveying. I was trying to get to a platform where everything is, first of all, easy to use. We don't need huge courses, and it must be all self-explanatory, user-friendly, and we don't need to jump from this platform to that platform or that software to go to to measure your drawings on the one and then go to another thing to do your bill of quantities. So without boring you, so let's quickly jump into it, and I'll share my screen quickly. Um, and so when you get to build pracs and you open the site, this is what it will look like. And I'm quickly just going to make a demo project. So let's go call it demo 01. You can give it a project number. You can type the clients, and these things are things that you will normally get onto your front pages and in notes and things like that. And that's the reason why they're all here. The currency that you use. Um, you can use it in meters or in feet if you want. So we will, for this purpose, we'll use meters, obviously. Um, and then whatever your base date is. And this is why we need that, is for our escalation calculations later on if we need, but that is, we're not going to touch that today. And be prepared. And what is important here on the next portion is with the type of bill of quantity. So a lot of people just use it for measuring. And or will you have a single bill of quantities, a sectional bill of quantities when you've got multiple buildings and you want to keep those costs separate? And copy the structure from existing project. And that is where I want to come back to later. You can format and you put your different fonts and things in this area where you can, to your liking, to see what your documentation should look like. And you can add logos for your cover pages and for your continuation pages and things like that. And then we create a project. Um, so, and then your project created, we choose it. That is the project we're going to, and we open it. And when you open it, it will get to this, we call it the measure tab into the measuring area. And you'll see that there's no drawing, and we're now going to load a drawing. When you see the area here, you will see you can upload a PDF or a DXF. So let's start with a PDF drawing. I will upload a PDF, and let's say we'll do a floor plan, and it will open after a while, and there it is. So, and very important, very, very important for PDF drawings, your first thing you need to do is to set the scale. So that the drawing knows exactly what is the length of your clicks and your areas that you're going to make. So let's set the scale. We set the scale on it. It will say click the first point. I normally use the longest available one for more accuracy, or the longest known length, and you'll type in there 14.72, and I set the scale, and the scale is set. When your scale is set, you will see next to the name of the drawing there, it is there, and it will also show it on the top right corner there, and on your screen there. Okay, so we are ready to measure, and we will put in a new item there, and we say, let's call it bedrooms, and we will do square meter, and we say we're going to make that green, and we use that one, and we will have another one which we'll call, let's call it bathrooms, bathrooms, and we will give it another color. Let's say that one is purple. Good. And let's do a meter thing and say, let's say we do external walls. External walls. And it is in meter. And we will make that, let's say, that type of color. And all right, there we go. So when you start measuring, you just climb straight forward, click onto the item, and you measure your bathrooms. And you click there, bedrooms in this case. And you click your points, and when you're finished, you will just right-click to make it finished. And let's say, for instance, this was a duct or something. You want to deduct an area from from a measured area, and you've got a deduction, and you put in there, and you've measured that area. And now you open your measurements, you will see that when you hover, it will show you where it lights up. And as it lights up there, for instance, and we go to the plus minus, and we'll just make a minus, and it will minus it. You will have your area and less so it's the area of your green area, and then less the area of your deductions. And the P is a perimeter. It's a perimeter of that wall for your skirtings maybe, or for your cornices, or whatever you want to use it for. And also the same with for the they will have your deduct item, and it will be, his perimeter is the minus 6.23. And so that is now, let's say that's bedrooms. I will just quickly going to go clear, and let's do bathroom, and we say bathroom is now this color. And sorry if I bored you. This is, and let's say we click external walls. I will just quickly go and make external wall, and there's our external walls almost done. And let's say there, and you right click always to finish it, and you will put one from there to there. And so there's our external walls in that, for instance, in that one. So now we've got a project, and we've got another building, for instance, and on the same project, but they've given it to you in DXF. So we just click and we upload another a DXF file, and let's say we call it that whatever file you want to use. You wait a little bit to load, and there it is. So you will see that the all your layers are here. So when you can click and deselect the layers the way that you want, if you will see, and you can move it in, and you can zoom into it, and whatever you for your liking, and to make it easy. And let's put it back. So yeah, that was probably the ground floor. And so, and then you can measure in the same items on the same project, and you want still bedrooms, and you want the bedrooms to be measured still, and you just click on it there, and you keep on, and you will see in a DXF, you don't need to put in the scale. It knows it already. And you can add a snap on. So they will snap to the closest areas there. So it will go to there, and we snap, and we right click, and there's our bedrooms. It is now measured. But now, for reference, we want to reference between our DXF, and we say, listen, but all right, where did that 36 square meters come from? You open your thing, and you see, all right, there is what we've measured now on this drawing, and this is the deduction that we've measured there, and that is there. So it will immediately shows you where you have measured what. So if you go to, again, to this one, and it will jump and it say, all right, there's my, it will light up the drawings where you have measured that. To and so you will carry on and measure your buildings the way that you want, and on either you can put 100 drawings in here if you want, and multiple, obviously, all your measurement items, and you can put that all through down there. And now you want to link these things from your DXF and your PDF drawings, and you want to link that to your items that you have measured to, and then you open your bill of quantities tab. Now you can use a model bill of quantities, the whole document. It is 27 bills. I don't think you want to do that, or you can copy from another project if you've got the same type of projects, and which I will get to just now. Or you can start a blank bill of quantities, which we will do now. We call it bill of quantities. It can be an estimate. It can be anything that you want to create where you want these measured items into something. Now, in the estimates and feasibility, which I will take on later, we'll have the same links and so on. So to continue, let's say we start with a blank bill. It's much easier for me because then I can choose which items and how I want to look at, and we create our first bill. You can just type in, let's call it concrete, and even in small letters, and you create the bill. It will already put its first two items in for you. And if you put multiple bills, you can move them up and down and there into the structure there, and it will automatically put your bill numbers correct and your first name of the bill. And if we want now the items to it, we can create a new item. Obviously, you can copy from another project. I haven't got another project open here yet or onto the thing, so obviously it will not. Or you copy from the model bill. The model bill will have all these 127 items, and there are, I think, more than 10,000 items to choose from. So if we go to concrete and formwork, you open it there, and we will look. I will just want to quickly go to something where we can have a cubic meter, call it surface beds. Surface beds and strip footings can work. All right, and we insert those two rows. Okay, so now we have our items, and you can put as many items as you want, and you create your things, and you want to start measuring, you just click below it and it will open your measuring. And then we've got all these measurement items, remember now, and you want to link to them, so you just open them, and all the summary of all your items here will appear here on to your right. So you don't have to jump from one project or another software to another software. They're all here with the click of a button. And so now we want to measure, let's say, for instance, the strip footings. Oh, you can choose that to edit it. And we say the strip footings will be the external walls, and let's call it that is 1 times, and we will go to the length of, let's say, you will click the length there, and you will just click it there, and it will go into there. It's already linked. And let's say the width was, no, we have to deselect that first, and the width is point, I must now make that more 0. The width is, let's say they are 0.6 wide, and it is 0.3 deep, and you go enter, and you can now manually put in your items there, and you can carry on, and you can measure or link to more other items and so on. So it is just, and then you can just close it, and there's your external footings is measured. So, and the same you will probably use the same for your walling and the wall heights and so on, and you do that the same way. Let's do just one more for the surface beds. With one there, and then you can have a length, width, depth, or whatever, but you will have just an area. And we just click first on the area. You click there to the area, and you deselect that item, and we'll put now, so you've got your area already, and let's say it was 300 millimeters thick, and the depth is now 1, because that is just our third measurement. And we close the measurements, and there they sit. So, and these, now they are linked. What we want now, when we finished with our bill of quantities, and it is linked, then you can price the document, obviously, with there. That's a different thing, and you can add new contractors. So you can put, let's say you've got tenders back and you've got 5, 6 tenders. You can just put the new contractor. I always, at default, it will be your estimate budget, and then all the contractors that you want. And to add them, you do 2 things. You check mathematically if your tenders were correct, and if your rates were correct, and if your totals and their totals align, and then you just preview a comparison, and all the contractors will come here, and they will highlight the cheapest rate. But that is just that's for later. It's not for now. What I would like to show you is how easy it is between your drawings and to the links to your bill of quantities. And then what we have done is we go further, and we say we want to create now a new project. And let's say this is now demo 2. And we go now down where I said to you earlier, and we copy the structure from an existing project. All right. And you choose it, and you call number 1. All right. We carry on, and we open. So what happened now is it copied all the items that you've had and their links to their bill of quantities. So the bill of quantities is there, the links are in there, and so all you need to do is to load a new drawing. We'll just put, well, I'm just going to put, let's put the same drawing, open. And just wait a little bit. And okay, first of all, we must set the scale quickly. I will just put it to the scale, 3.324. 3.324. Set the scale, and the set is scale set. So this is when you measure with a PDF. I could have now just opened the DXF file and measured it without putting a scale there. Oops, I must just share again. I don't know why it does it lately a lot. Hello, Carl, I see you also there. And so then, so now I'm going to just start measuring. So we put our scale is set, and the scale is set there. And I'm just gonna not bore you with all of this, but I just want to show you what happens. So now you've measured your new project, and there is the bedrooms is now measured, and we've measured that item. So when you go to your bill of quantities, and where we've used the surface beds, I think this is where we use the square area, you will see it's already linked in there. So it's there, and all you need to do is to put in the depth of your concrete, and it's done, it's measured, and so on. So all your links stay with the previous with another project that you can. So the idea is to have, let's say, all your shopping centers, and you will have a master for the shopping centers, or for hotel or any type of buildings that you have, and you know you've got many of the same looking builds, and you can link them all together. And so once these measurements are linked, always that will remain, and you can copy the build structure over to everywhere. Another thing that I have added in here was to, and this is just for anybody, and if you want to open, you've got a DXF file and you want to look at the file, and you can just open a drawing and you want to see what it looks like, or let's say there's a ground floor, you open it, and you wait a little bit, and it comes around, and it comes with all these layers. You can take the layers away. I can't now remember which ones is which one. There's one where I think the architect has used this. I think there was from the structural, that you can remove the things. But anyway, so you can remove the layers as they want, and you can obviously save it and do that. And so now you've got your DXF file. You can just save it as a PDF straightforward and save it there wherever you want. And then when you open it again, you just need to do some, because these engineers make big drawings when we only need small ones. So that is the file that I've just saved, and you will see. So we just need to clean it. So the drawing will probably sit in the third one, and then I normally just delete these so that I'll have it there. So, and there's my PDF quickly, and there's your, so if you got a CAD drawing, ask a guy, just give it to you in DXF and you can view it. It's so easy. All right, so that is basically what I have for you for today. What I also want to mention is that, and this is the next portion of my next thing that I want to do, is to, you see, if when we add, let's call it add a bill, copy from the model bill of quantities. So there we've got a bill of quantities with a model bill of quantities with the 27 bills and with all these hundreds of items. What I'm going to add is, and I'm going to ask for people to assist, or if you guys can help or whatever, is if you got a bill of residential, I can use my own as well, or hotels, or things that you would like to add to this. The structure is going to be there, and I will call it, instead of from the model bill of quantities, it can be retail or strip mall by Alton, and or what is so the name of the project and of can be there, so we will have later after, and that is now the next my next thing, my next few steps of in these on this whole build is to get these that this menu bigger with, and I would not just have a model bill of quantities which got everything, so we can have malls and hospitals and hotels and all kinds of things of typical hotels and typical schools, typical residentials, typical whatever you want. If it is only, the people use only landscaping, for instance, for estimates, that can be used, and we add it into there, and they can just always copy it from there, and they will have all these items already in there. So and yeah, but that is just a future thing. I can also quickly run the later on the estimates and feasibility is it's quite complicated. It's not complicated, but it is very it does everything for you. Do the cash flow forecast. It does the escalations and so on. But we don't have time for that today. I will do that in following seminars if you want. So for today, I just wanted to show the difference and, well, not the difference, it is how you can measure PDFs and DXFs together on one platform and link them to a bill of quantities, and that bill of quantities links, you can link to another project. And that is basically it. And so if there are any questions and so on, there you can just type if there's any questions or anything that you guys want to know. Ernst has got his hand up now. I don't know how. Ernst, I think you're going to have to type somewhere. I'm sorry, this is my first webinar, so I'm sorry about it, but I think you can just type in, okay, there's just, let me do recording, last read. Why can we not speak? I think this is how the webinars work, Ernst. I'm sorry about that. I can probably make it next time so we can all just be part of one meeting, but this was now open and I was just scared. I can see if I can. I see Ernst is typing something. So, oh yeah, Carl said, sorry, why can't we stay? And I see Ernst is typing. If you want to speak, it is, can we use another format as a model example, WinQS or Excel? Well, this is the competition of WinQS or Excel. Sorry, let me just show here. I can, if I share again, Ernst, when you got when you got your, oh man, open, yeah. When you've got these measurement items, you can also, and you use, let's say, WinQS or something else, you can export it here to Excel and it will give you a list of all your items, and it will per drawing also. So it will show you the drawing, and that's why there's a number 1 there and a number 2. If we open our other project, we open our demo 1, and you'll see there's the other drawing starters with a number 2. So it will all the DIMs of 1 will show, and all the DIMs of drawing number 2 will show onto your items, and it export to Excel. And so with the bill of quantities also, your bill of quantities can export to you print it here, you will print it, there's now what it will look like. And you can put that out to Excel as well. Man, sorry, now I don't know, where am I? I must now just go back to, no, this, no. Oh my word. Yeah. So I've been aware that we can speak, said Carl. Can you not on your side give us rights to chat? Let me see if I can. It doesn't seem like that. I think the thing is set up like this, Carl. I'm very sorry about that. So I can, in the it is a learning curve for me, so I can make it that you guys can talk on the next one. Will you able to import Excel bill of quantities into this platform to avoid recreating bill of quantities from scratch? I was Alton, it is a very good question. I have tried it before. It does it, but not good. It is better to use the model. And if you want to, and I would suggest, if you want to get a bill of quantities, you can send it to me and I can make you a template, and which I can obviously. So if you got a bill of quantities in Excel or in any form that you want, I can easily create it. It will take me not 10 minutes and I can send it back to you, but I need my software to do that, and to create the another bill of quantities. But it's a good question. But once you've got your first one, obviously you copy your new project and over and over and over. It is just that first one that you want. But if it's a big document and you don't want to redo it again, I can send me the bill of quantities. I will happily change it for you into a template and it loaded on here. And it said go to settings and then accessibilities. Settings. But settings, I don't even see a settings. Yeah, settings and more. I don't have it. I don't think I can do that. Oh, guys, man, I'm so sorry. Where's controls? Allow, oh, yeah, to chat, unmute themselves. All right, so now you can unmute them yourselves. You can unmute yourself now. I think
Ah,
I've
there
done
we go. All right, we can talk
that.
now.
Thank you, Ernst.
All right. Sorry, I won't jump in. Yeah, it was basically the same question I had. Obviously, we all got our own libraries and stuff, and some of it is on WinQuery, some of it is on Excel. So we've got nice examples which we would like to import here. But yeah, you answered the question. Thank you. If we've got a similar project, let's say for a university or whatever, you will convert it for us in a workable model. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, Aaron. And so yeah, if you got your WinQS file from your WinQS, you can export that to Excel, send it to me, and I will definitely add it on here, and you can see it, and I will convert it so that it is in here, so it is like a project, and I will send you the project. If you wanted for everybody to see, then I put it on for everybody to see. If you wanted just the project, I will email the project back to you. So yes, that can happen. And what other drawing format? Well, at the moment, Alton, it is only, okay, Alton asked what other drawing formats does the software accept? It only do DXF and PDF. So, and the reason is it's when I've tried it with um, CAD, DWG drawings, but then we're going to need to charge people too much, and because you need a huge license for each one for DWG. That is the one reason. And the second reason, it's making it very slow. I've started to do that, and it really made it slow. So DXF, you could see earlier in the thing, it goes so quick between the drawings. They open like kind of immediately, and that is why I like the DXF. So, but whoever is sending you your DWG, just ask them to print for DXF. It is so quickly, and there are a lot of software available on the web to create from it for free. You can do them online or whatever from DWG to DXF. Okay, great.
Charlie, can you
Any,
hear me?
I can hear you, Carl.
Great. So your program we've got on our computer, it's not in the clouds.
No,
And
no,
that's a
no,
massive
no.
advantage because a lot of clients now don't, for security reasons, confidentiality, it just can be on our computers. So that's great. Now, if we had to convert it to from a CAD to the
Yes.
DXF, that then will be in the clouds using another software package. So there's a little bit of an issue there from a
No,
computer.
you can. There's a. I use personally. There's a software called. I'll show you now. It's called. Man, what is it called again? LibreCAD. It is free. You can download it, and it make from easily from CAD to DXF. So it opens the file, the DWG file, and you can just save it as a DXF. There and I like, and thank you very much for that question, because we specifically designed this software so that it is desktop only, so nothing is in the cloud. So you don't upload any of these drawings and things that I showed you come from the hard drive. So it is from the hard drive to your software, to your screen, and that's where it stays. So you don't put anything to the cloud. When you will change it, yes, you're right. But you can always your number one is to ask your designer who gave you the DWG, so please just give it to you in DXF. They do it so quick. It is like file save, and they put file save as that is, and then they've got it in DXF, and with all the layers and everything.
Right. I've got another question. The model bill of quantities. So if I want to measure using the UK SMM7, that's different to the South African standard. Is your model bill of quantities set up for international?
Yeah, it is. What I've done was, and let me just open my thing again. Sorry, let me share my screen. And I will just show you a quick example of that. So when let's say you open this one again, and we go into the bill, and let's add a bill and copy from a bill. No, I don't want to copy. We want to add an item, isn't it? So we want to look at the items. So let's say, for instance, in where's one that will earthworks. So when you see excavation, so you will have digging your topsoil to an average depth of so many millimeters. So you have to fill in that. Okay, here. It is exceeding, somewhere it is in South Africa 2 meters, not exceeding 4 meters deep. And then all these exceeding whatever. It could be in Canada 1.5 and to 3 meters, and these type of things. So apart from that, it is very much the same as arms, and all these items can be used in any measuring system, and also you copy it, even if it is almost the same, and you get to your thing, and you can just click onto it, and you can change it as you want, putting whatever, and you can add and you can change your thing. So once you've got one model, your own model project, let's call it, then all these items are it is very much
Well, that is really,
everywhere.
really great, because I sit in Ireland, and you've just mentioned arms. So that's, for those that don't know, that's the Irish measurement method. So that's great. So it's an international model builds that you can adapt for any country in the world, even POMI, even using the POMI system.
Yes, yeah, you can.
Fantastic.
Even in and then Canada and America and Australia. Australia use a very wide, almost not a bill of quantities. It's like what we would use in our estimates. And but yes, so you can use it for anything. So the model bill, that's a model bill of quantities here. But what I would like to do is to have people sending me, if they've got, let's say you work on a lot of data centers or shopping centers or whatever, send me one without quantities, without the name of the project or whatever. I will just have all the standard items, and we make it a standard document into there, and it will say data center as by Charle Viljoen Quantity Surveyors or Ernst Kellerman or whatever, if you want to. All right. So if you want to, now obviously you guys sit and there again, it is your client's property. But I think if we all could put together here, we can create something, a nice list to choose from when you want to open a new project, and then all the items are there already. So like if Aaron sent me one of his projects, and I can put it either into the list of models, or I can add them, send it to you back as a project, and you just open the project, and it will be there. And from then onwards, you just copy it, and so yeah. Ernst, yet you can talk if you unmute yourself.
Yes, I think we're all curious this year. A few questions around pricing and licensing. I suppose it's a single computer license you buy, and then once off and yearly, if you can just, I think you would have come to that. But yeah, it looks nice.
I was not gonna do that. If you go to, let me open Safari, and you will see buildprax.com. There are some more videos and things that I have done. The first one is a bit old. I will send it. I will do that again. But there's different
You're not
modules.
sharing your screen, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Let me just share my screen. Thank you, Carl. So when you look at the, so if you go to BuildPrax Measure Pro, it's just buildprax.com. And you will go down here. Then we've got the 4 modules. You can either pay monthly or quarterly or half yearly, and that is the one is just if you want to measure, and if you want to have the measure the drawings and the bill of quantities, and if you want the diamond, and these are the prices for that. So you will see it's substantially cheaper than OneQS and Costix and Bluebeam and those things. That is separately. It is like a third or a quarter of the price of those. And you can also just download the 14-day trial and try it out for yourself. And then you can just talk to me if there's anything. And I would really, really appreciate if you guys can test these things out and help me build this and to make it correct. I must be honest with you, I found mistakes still, and I've been working on this now since November, so it's like 6 months or so. And I still, every week, I load a new version. So last night, I loaded another version when I just wanted to quickly check whatever I want to do for you guys, and I found a mistake. So and it was fixed. And but yes, so there are bugs and things to be sorted out. I hope that it is now very, very close to the latest. There's no more hang-ups and bugs, as we call it, but I just put them now improvements. So like, for instance, the next improvement will be to put that model, the different modules in for you. I will go through my library and put in hotels and things like that. So, and I can add them all into the thing. But if you've got a specific one that you would like, and you're very welcome to put your name or your company's name into it, and this is for the world to see.
So Charlie, you've already got existing clients. I know for quite a few months, 3-4 months already. And so when you talk about bugs, are you mentioning all of those clients have carried on measuring?
Yeah, it's small little things, it's small things. Like yesterday, it had a problem with when I wanted to create a blank bill, and it just was something I didn't like, which is now 100% correct. It didn't give me, well, it gives you a menu, but you had to go through a lot of steps to get to the menu. So I made it now just more quicker and faster. And that was, it's not really a bug, but because everything is working and everybody is working, I've got now a few people working on it for quite a while. And I get a lot of compliments, a good compliment so far. And yes. Anything else? I know we are a bit over the time, and sorry, but what I will do also is after this, I will send you a copy of this seminar if you want, and because it is recorded. I'll just say to you that it is recorded. So if you want, I will send this through to everybody, and you can send it to all your colleagues or whoever you want to. Ernst, you wanted to ask something?
Yes. Yeah, Charlie, it really looks nice and yeah, competitively priced. Well done. Is this your own baby? Do you have a team supporting you? And just one question regarding the bugs. Was it measurement bugs? We run risk on measurements. Did you find any serious bugs in areas or in squares or in cubes?
No. The bugs is just in the workflow.
Okay.
If I say I want things to run smoothly, my biggest aim, Ernst, here is to make it easy for everybody, instead of going to sit in hours and hours in seminars to work out and see how the thing works and so on. I wanted this to work very easy, and like you say, so that it is it must be user friendly and for everybody to work with, and simple and so on, and lightweight. If you understand what that was. Your
Okay.
first part
Now,
of the
Charlie,
question. The first part
yeah,
of the
no.
question, yes, it was just me.
Okay, no, super. Just for interest, I'm busy now with roads based on the Koto specs. The old Suns is now out. It seems there's a new spec. If I send you things in Excel or in PDF, can you convert that to Excel and then make it
I
into a
can, I
bill?
can, I can. Send it to me, I will.
I will do so.
Even if you
Just
send it to me in PDF, from PDF, I just use yeah, yes, I will do that, Ernst. I will absolutely, I will do it, and I will send it to you back as a project.
Okay,
So
super.
so what you do in this is you save the. Okay, let me show you my screen one more time.
What is your email address? I'm sorry if I.
It is sorry, man. It is support@buildprax.com. But it is you will see it in the website when you get there. It is BuildPrax.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you now, and I'm definitely going to start the trial now. So, but thanks a lot. Interesting, and yeah, well done. It looks good.
Oh, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. It's nice to have positive comments. Thank you. And Elton say thanks. Gloria say brilliant software, very user-friendly. Thank you, Gloria. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Charlie. Brilliant.
Great,
I've got to go.
guys.
All the best.
Thanks. All right. Thank you, Cole. Thanks for jumping in. All right. So, and that's it. And good to see you. And everybody, thank you very much again for spending the time. I'm very proud of this, and I'm excited about this. So, and thanks for helping me making it work. Okay,
all right, no,
guys.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm also leaving. Have a good day. Thanks, eh?
Perfect. Thanks, guys. All right. Thanks, Mark.
Bye.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.